And the first team is going to be Children of the Corn.
It begins with the Corn Olympics. Men cast ears of corn down the residential streets.
60 feet on that throw.
And pairs of children, bound at the ankles, race to get a corn baton across the finish line.
Good job there.
It's Corn Capital Days in Olivia, Minnesota. The action unfolds in the shadow of the state's largest corn sculpture.
They created that monument to some of the pioneers in this area that established Olivia as sort of the happening place for corn.
Each July, this rural Minnesota community pays tribute to its top crop, offering everything from a furniture sale to an all-you-can-eat corn feed.
Very wonderful, thank you.
A local farm provides the produce. Volunteers shuck it, all 4,000 ears.
The only reason people are here is because we have very productive land around us, and it's very fertile and producing corn. And so this just celebrates that stability that agriculture and corn brings to our community.
We don't mind bragging, and we do a pretty good job of it. And because we brag, people do recognize what we are, too. We really are the corn capital. And the Minnesota legislature declared that we were the corn capital, so we are officially, even by the Minnesota Capitol, declared the corn capital of Minnesota. We embellish that a little bit. We say corn capital of the world, but that's a little bit of a stretch.
Whether they're honoring rhubarb, asparagus, or choke cherries, local celebrations just aren't complete without a parade. In the Twin Cities suburb of Hopkins, the Raspberry Festival procession is guided by a baked potato and an ice cream cone. The only thing missing from Raspberry Days appears to be raspberries.
You know, we don't see a lot of raspberries here.
This whole ground used to be covered with raspberry farms before they put this street and sidewalk in.
Are there a lot of raspberries? Did you see a lot of them yet? No, we haven't seen a whole lot, have we?
Like many produce festivals, this one began during the Great Depression. Back then, events were much more about economic survival than celebration.
It was originally founded in 1935, being the festival to bring business into Hopkins so that people could support the farmers that grew raspberry crops right here in this area.
Eventually, mascot Berry Berry meanders down Main Street, where he's arguably upstaged by a dancing piece of pizza. As it turns out, it's the ritual of Raspberry Days that people love, not necessarily the raspberries themselves.
I grew up in Hopkins. We've been coming to the festival for years and years. It's a very long-living family tradition.
We've been coming and sitting in this spot for 20 years.
We go every year because it's probably our favorite parade of the year. And we also come for all the candy we get.
Raspberries, it seems, don't motivate a crowd like lollipops or Skittles. The Hopkins Raspberry Festival thrives despite the limited involvement of its once featured fruit. But 200 miles away, in Barnesville, Minnesota, that town's annual Potato Days are stuffed with the namesake starch.
Hurry up, faster! Big bites!
There's the mashed potato eating contest.
Stay careful, don't choke or anything, all right?
The potato sack fashion show.
With accents of pink chiffon.
And the potato peeling competition.
One last year, she's got a double white potato peeler. Just on your finger. She's not going to be here because I heard she just got divorced.
When the community gathering was first established, Barnesville was all about potatoes. Planting, picking, packing. The festival was actually a celebration of a completed harvest. 70-some years later, most residents are more comfortable behind deep fryers than out in the fields. But that doesn't weaken their connection to the crop.
When you live in this community, potatoes are just kind of part of your culture and in your blood here. When you're Norwegian, you just automatically like potatoes. Potatoes are kind of a comfort food, and I think everybody enjoys potatoes in some form or another, and just kind of one of those feel-good foods.
Of course, don't try telling that to the contestants in the mashed potato wrestling competition.
Mashed potatoes in the pants!
You get these flakes, potato flakes. They're not edible. They're like the floor sweepings from the company.
The recipe is simple. Take 300 pounds of flakes, mix with water to desired consistency, which here is apparently
mushy, gross slime.
It's a lot more like WWF wrestling. And, thank God the fire department's here to wash it all down at the end.
As the number of family farms continues to decline, fewer Minnesotans take part in the production of produce. But events inspired by that produce are as popular as ever. Sociologists would say it's the human need for connection that keeps these festivals alive. Others have their own theories.
The potato, the most popular vegetable that I possibly know of. Well, I like potatoes, and I guess we all do.